that hearing with your heart is where this relationship starts. It's where this journey starts. It's always hearing with your heart. Now, when Jesus arrived on the scene, as you'll see as the Gospel of Mark continues to provide understanding of the story of Jesus to us, the other Gospel accounts do as well, that when Jesus arrived on the human scene, he came in a way that people really didn't expect him to come. Jesus entered into the Jewish landscape over 2,000 years ago. He entered into the Jewish culture during a time of political upheaval, a time of political unrest, and actually a time of great frustration among many of the citizens of Israel. The Jews at that particular time were living under Roman rule. And they were mentally and emotionally expecting a Messiah to show up and to dramatically overthrow Rome. That was the big expectation. Messiah is coming, and when Messiah comes, we're going to all be set free from the oppression of the Romans over us. And we will finally be free from a political standpoint, a cultural standpoint. But they were unprepared, actually, for how God would show up in the world in the sending of his Messiah. And the reason that they were unprepared is because their hearts were unprepared. They sincerely thought they needed to be saved from Rome when God knew that they needed a greater salvation, as do we, not salvation from something external, but salvation from something internal, salvation from our sins. And Jesus referred to this on a number of occasions during his ministry by drawing attention to the issues of the heart, helping people who heard his message understand that it was not about some external oppression that they needed to be delivered from, but it had to do with something in the heart. You find this in Matthew chapter 15, verse 8 is one example of this, where Jesus said, "These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me." And this describes the primary condition of most of the people that Jesus encountered during his earthly ministry. And I would submit to you, most of the people in our world today, even those that might acknowledge God, oftentimes our hearts are far away from him. And the reason that these folks had trouble with Jesus is because their hearts were not prepared. They were not prepared for his coming, prepared for what he wanted to do inside of them.